Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to the Zero to Uber series as we continue to play through as our Paladin. In this episode we finally make the change. We go from a Fire Oradin into a Hammerdin. Making the change to the Hammerdin, this is the first time I've actually tried to use a Hammerdin, and it's quite strong. It takes a while to get used to the hammers, but it works really well. We make our way through Act 5, we take on Bao, we take on some cows, and we work on some of Act 1 in Nightmare. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Now we are back on our Paladin as we're going from 0 to Ubers as a hardcore solo self-found. As a complete noob, I've never beaten the game against the Ubers as a hardcore. I've never beaten the Ubers ever. So my first attempt at trying to do the Ubers would be as a hardcore. I've only ever completed the game a couple times on Diablo 2, full stop. Either that being as a hardcore or softcore. As you can see here, I've been doing a bit of farming between this episode and last episode. I've been running around the bloody foothills and the frigid highlands, and our build's changed a little bit. We are now a fully fledged Hammerdin. As you can see here, this is the first time Hammerdin's actually worked out relatively well for me. Last time I used a Hammerdin, I died quite early on. I think it was in Act 3 when I used a Hammerdin before normal, and I died. So now we're going to be making our way through Act 5. My intention today is to at least finish normal. We're going to do a lot of farming in Nightmare, mainly to get stuff like spirit, to get ourselves a spirit sword and spirit shield. And that should be it for today. So that's my intention. Finish normal difficulty, get into Nightmare, take on the Secret Cow level, get the runes we require from the Countess to get ourselves double spirit. And once we've got those, and then we depending on how long it takes, because realistically I have essentially a night to record this entire video. So I'm going to see how much I can get done in one evening. And that'll be it. That's what I intend to do tonight before I come offline. And yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. And you can see we're complete Hammerdin now. Absolutely love it. We've done a fair bit of leveling between this episode and the last episode. So we are now level. In a second, let me just sort my inventory out. It's all a bit of a mess. Oh, it's still a mess. So we are now level 40. So I've gone up, I think it's like 14 levels I leveled up between the two episodes. And my skills at the moment, all my attribute points have gone into vitality. So I just want as much HP as possible. Then my skill points, I've got a couple skill points in vigor. Because vigor is one of the attribute points that makes your hammers stronger. I've got hammers maxed out. I've also got charge on here for a movement speed option. I haven't been using it. Offensive auras, I've got 10 into blessed aim, which increases the damage of blessed hammers. I've also putting points into concentration, which also increases my damage. It's the main aura I've got active. So that's what's happening so far. We're obviously making our way, hammering our way through Act 5. This is relatively simple. For those that haven't used a Hammerdin before, when you summon your hammers, I'll quickly stand in the open here. When you summon your hammers, they go in a rotation around you. So they start in the top left and they swing around. And each time they swing around, it's a continuous projectile. So if there's something in the way and it hits them, it will do damage. However, if there's any object in its way, it will hit the object and it will kind of despawn. So you've got to be careful, because right now I was using my hammers just then, and all my hammers are hitting the tree and instantly despawning, which is not ideal. So that's something you need to keep in mind if you're a Hammerdin, or is just positioning. However, I missed all of the prisons, so I'm going to go back and find the other prisons in this area. I'll probably be jumping back in when we get to, so like destroying a door like this, you need to position yourself, because you can't just hit it. There you go. Yes, we're going to keep trying to find all these prisoners. We've got 5 more to go. We'll probably jump back in each time we get to one of the mini bosses in this area. And here we are. It should be a little Anya. Should be down here somewhere. Here she is. So we're going to free her, and we're going to obviously take on the evil necromancer. I can't pronounce his name. I've never been able to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try and butcher it. Just got to spam our hammers through here. Take on the Frozenstein. There you go, he's down. Perfect. Let's go help her out. And normally I always do this quest, or always try and do this quest. I always tend to avoid the next quest, because imbuing your items isn't really that good. There you go, let's help her out. And wait for her to teleport out of here. It always annoys me you can't use her teleport. And just like that, go talk to her again. Thank you very much. There is that. So I'll take a... It's 5 extra resistance. Got the runes for saving all of the warriors. Just in case you didn't know, the runes that you give, that quest gives you, which is quest 2, this one here. Rescue on Mount Arya will always give you the runes for Ancient's Pledge. She gives you a Ral rune, Orc rune, and a Tower rune. It'll always give you this. An Ancient's Pledge is a really good shield rune word for resistances. But as we were saying, there you go. So we are going to go through and take on Nilfalak. Yeah, it looks like a Nilfalak to me. We're going to go take him on. Here is the Necromancer, just there. Got to be really careful here. 1, not to get cursed, because I am likely to get cursed. But 2, I need to be careful because his corpse explosion hurts. So I need to take him out as quick as possible. Never mind, don't need to worry too much because he died very quickly. On that, let's continue our journey. So that is the 4th quest done. Let's go and talk to Anya. Let's see what she's got for us. She normally gives me an item, does she not? She did not give me an item. Oh, she gives me the chance to personalise. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do that. Right, let's continue making our way through. We'll jump back in when we get to the Ancients. I think that's probably the next milestone. And here we go. Into the Arya Summit. This is going to be a tough fight because these actually hit pretty hard. Let's just drop as many hammers as possible. Run away. Use a pot. Use both pots. Actually, okay, I think we've already taken on 1. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I am massively over-leveled for this. By purpose over-leveled myself, because we are doing this as a hardcore. I'm not going to risk dying to some old people on top of a mountain. That would be horrendous. So, let's keep going. Let's go take on Bao. And then we can take on some Moo-Moos. Moo! And here we are. In the front of destruction. We've got to take on these last of these Furies. I always just call them furries, but they're definitely not furries. Right. Come on, Bao. Let's take you out. Let's finish normal. Move into nightmare. We can do this. Actually, I don't know why I'm worried about this, because this is... We are massively over-leveled. Everything's going to just explode, just like that. Bale might be slightly different. He might be a little bit difficult, because he can drain our mana very quickly. And as soon as he laughs, do a little field of some hammers. We do extra damage to undead, if we even hit them with our hammers. There you go, that's one of the Unravelers down, or both the Unravelers down. Nice, another boss down. Drink this one. We're going to be poisoned for a while. I don't know what I just picked up there. Our healing potion, fine. As soon as it lands, boom, hit with our hammers. Move around a little bit. Last one. Awesome. Probably shouldn't stand in all this fire, but hey, we're fine. We can take the damage. We've got really good resistances at the moment. Obviously, they will drop as soon as we get to Nightmare. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Right. Time to fight the next wave. Act 4's wave. Those are Pit Lords, or Venom Lords. And they are down. And we've got one more wave. Probably the scariest wave. We should level up as soon as this wave lands. There we go, leveled up. Nice. I thought I picked up a bow there, but I did not. Awesome. Right. I'm not going to wait around. Let's go straight in, take on Bao. Don't know actually what gives me more damage. I think that gives me more damage, so I'm going to put that. Right, let's run straight towards him. Use Vigor to move a little bit quicker. Then switch back. Because how the damage is done, most of the tendrils should die pretty quickly. I like that his ad died very quickly as well. Awesome. Just like that. Normal mode is over. Oh, I'll just drink that. Why not? And we're now going to move straight on to doing cow levels. So what do we need? So we need 2 full runes, 2 amber runes, and a soul rune. We need a 4-socketed crystal sword, 4-socketed shield, and a 2-socketed helmet to make those. To make the rune items, the rune words we need. Sword is for spirit, shield is for spirit, helmet is for lore. There you go. And we're going to go back into normal, farm some cows. For those that don't know how to farm cows, obviously the map will remain the same. If you switch over to a different difficulty, the map changes around the world. So as we haven't changed difficulty just yet, the map will remain the same. I don't like to change the map until I find the items I need. Just buy everything we need. So what do you need? You need 1 teleportation tome put inside your cube. Then you need Griswold's leg. Griswold's leg can be found in Act 1. Oh yeah, once you finish the difficulty, you unlock a thing called Terror Zones. Terror Zones are these playable places here. This area is all terrorized. And it matches your level up until a certain level. So all these mobs here, you see they've got a different indicator on their image, which means that they're terrorized. These are adjacent or equivalent to your levels. So this is 2 levels above us. The champions will be 3 levels above us, and the unique mobs will be 4 levels above us, from my understanding. And that will stop at a set level. I can't remember the exact set level. You can see what zones are terrorized by clicking through here. And it changes every hour. There is on single player, there's a site which tells you what zones are terrorized. This is some of the best loot you can drop from terror zones. The reason why they added terror zones is to allow all classes to farm endgame areas, because only certain classes can farm certain endgame areas due to their immunities. So any fire-related class would struggle in Act 2, farming anyone in Act 2. So if you're trying to farm terror keys, you might struggle in Act 2. So yeah, that's why they added it. And it is quite cool. When you get into Nightmare in Hell, it's pretty cool being able to just run those terror zones. So we're going to run straight into... So going back to Secret Cow level. I can't remember where this stone was. I thought we were right next to it, to be honest. So on the Secret Cow level, you get your tome. You find Griswold once you find the Tristram, which I can't remember where it is on my map, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. So we'll quickly find it. When you get into Tristram, you run all the way to the other side of the map. This Tristram is the exact same Tristram that's in Diablo 1, if you've ever played it. It's pretty cool. I have got a series on that, if you haven't seen it. It's pretty cool. Broken Campman. So once you're back in town, work leg into the cube, open the cube. All you do is click transmute, and then you can go into Secret Cow level. And here, if you don't like the sound of torturing cows, then you might not like this, because all you're going to hear is... moo! You're going to hear a lot of moos. So we're now going to farm this for a very long time. So we need a crystal sword to drop. Circular, that's F4. We'll keep hold of that. Circular's very good as well. Yes, we're going to farm this until we find crystal swords and maybe a 4-socketed shield for paladins. However, sword is the priority, the shield not so much. Because if we find just a normal crystal sword, we can then imbue it. We can add the sockets to it in Act 5, sorry, while I'm doing one of the quests. So we'll probably end up doing that, to be honest. That's going to be the quickest way to get our sockets. So, after a couple hours of farming, I did not get a new sword or new shield. I didn't get anything I needed, if we're going to be perfectly honest. I just got a load of tat. So I'm going to continue on my journey while I'm farming for runes against the Countess. The extra runes I need are the 2 full runes, 2 am runes and a soul rune. They have a very low drop rate at the Countess, but they can drop. So while I'm farming at the Countess, I may as well see if I get the loot I need. I did find this crown, which is quite a good crown. Just requires a little bit more strength, which I probably will get up to 55 strength. It's probably going to be the limit of the strength I go for. For the time being, I've got this Dusk Deep helm. 15 to all resistances is quite nice. You see here, my fire resistance is a bit low, but everything else is going just fine. So we're going to do, as per usual, we're going to get to the Countess. We may skip Deckard Cain, see how I feel, because, yeah, I don't really think he's that useful. I really just want these rune words so I can start farming from the gear. Because once I get the 2 lords, 2 spirits in the lore, it's going to make my life a lot easier. And decided to show this, so we're going to make our way to Bloodraven. Had our first rune drop in the Cold Plains. Got a soul rune, so just need a few more. But that's one of them down. Just 2 full, 2 am runes. So we only have the helmet base item so far. Just need the shield and the sword still. But that's Bloodraven down. Nice, easy KO. And here we are. We're just about to take on the Countess. I've had no luck with any other good drops so far. So here's hoping we can maybe get a rune. A full am rune. Maybe one of those. Would be good. And come on, where are you, Countess? There you are. Oh, ouch. An Ort rune and a Neff rune. Don't need either of those. Ah, that's annoying. Right, never mind. We're going to farm this a few times. There were a couple locations where they dropped a couple item racks. So we can go farm the item racks at least, but nothing special. Oh, faster run walk. Oh, nice. I'll take that. So we've got now 10% faster run walk, 2 charms, which is pretty good. Got another poison charm here, and we do have the scroll ready to save Deckard Cain, so I may as well save Deckard Cain. I've got it on the way. So we'll go get him out of this cage. And we will farm the Countess all the way up until we're ready to probably keep farming this until we get our spirit, at least 1 spirit, and potentially, let's just double check what we need for lore. Lore is an Ort and a soul. So I've got Ort rune, just here, and a soul rune, which is just here. And a soul rune. There's lore just there, so I need 2 skill points in 2 levels. I think it's only 1 level now into strength. And that allows me to use that, which is really useful. So, just finished another run. Got a useless tower rune. Never mind. Got a dull rune from the Countess. Didn't think they dropped from her in Nightmare. Anyway, besides the point. So, we actually got a full rune and an am rune in 1 run. Really good. So, we've done 4 runs of the Countess. We've been really lucky with runes. We're obviously missing the second set we need for the shield, but we don't even have the weapon to put this in yet, so I'm not going to stay here and farm. We are going to keep going on. So I'm going to 5 points into strength. Now we can wear this helmet. Bam. Our resistances will drop a little. Fire resistance is really low. I'm going to keep this shield. It's quite helmet. It's quite a nice helmet. I was hoping that'd be fire resistance. That's fine. So our resistances have dropped just a little bit. Hey, I'm sure we'll survive. So the next goal now is to actually get to the finish Act 1. I think we can finish Act 1 with these stats. Level 44. Now got lore as a helmet. We are now just missing our weapon and shield, but obviously we have to just wait for them to drop. There's nothing I can do about that. I haven't even seen a single crystal sword drop. Well, if I have recognised I've seen it drop. I haven't realised it's dropped, I should say. So yeah, we're going to keep going through. And we'll see you when we get to Andy. Here we are. Catacombs level 4 in Nightmare. Let's go. This is going to be the end of this episode. As we go on our journey from 0 to Ubers as a hardcore solo self-found. And so far so good. Let's slowly make our way through. I always like to make sure I clear this first room. Especially as a hardcore, because there are a couple times when I've done this fight and I've actually when I've been running away from Andy, I've had to run through this door, and as I ran through the door I've actually died because a random mob decided to take a bite of me and I've just fallen dead. It's always been a bit sad. Got this this armor here, very good, loads of defense, not huge strength requirement, but it's not too bad. And also got some Sigon's wraps there as well. I came over here to buy potions, didn't I? Yes, I did. Buy some potions. Let's go fight Andy. And let's go. Let's hopefully not die. Right, always clear out this corner. There's always normally a shaman down here. And if I can actually hit him with my hammers, it'd be awesome. There we go, he's down. Right, and now just slowly walk back while Andy comes after me. Okay, let's keep pumping my potions. Never mind, she's dying very quickly. Fight shield. I'll take that. You any good? Steel clash, 1 to all paladin skills, faster block rate, higher chance of... Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. Shame it's Ethereal. And shame, because I am going to lose a lot of my resistances. And the damage increase is not that great. Okay, that's Act 1 done in Nightmare. Let's go, and we'll call it there. Just as normal, just to show I'm still I'm hardcore. There you go, hardcore, just up there. You see all my mules and all my other characters. My greed only character that I did on stream a couple of weeks ago. He did perish. I was killing some mobs off stream and I died. So he doesn't exist anymore. So I'm not going to carry on that stream. So yeah, I'm going to carry on this this character. Got everything we need for 1 spirit, most of the way to 2nd spirit. I'll probably get the other resources off camera, just because it's going to be relatively easy to do off camera. And then next episode, hopefully I'll be able to just find the last things I need to make the spirit. As you see, I need to put all my gems together as well. But I'll end this episode here. I don't know when the next video of this will be out, like I said last time. I'm just going to be doing this as I go, when I have time. From off of work, I'll try and get a video or 2 recorded. So if you've made this far, thank you much for watching. As per usual, I've got a few links down below in the description. One to my YouTube channel. You're on my YouTube channel. One to the community Discord. If you want to join the community, it's a small community, slowly growing. Feel free to join. Then 2 links to 2 other YouTube channels. One to Mrs Rothmers Channel, where she does fancy lore stuff on Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and all things Warhammer. And then we also have a joint Warhammer channel where we collect the tabletop Warhammer armies. At the moment we've got 2 Age of Sigmar armies and 2 Lord of the Rings Lord of the Rings the Battle Strategy game armies, where we are currently building, painting and soon going to be battling. So if you've made this far, thank you much for watching. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next one. Peace out.